Crypto Daybook Americas. Bitcoin bargain hunting faces crucial jobs report. Test your day ahead look for January 10, 2025 by Omkar Godbole. Shaurya Malwa edited by Aoyon. Ashraf. January 10, 2025, 11:57 a.m. UTC. By Omkar Godbole. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. The crypto market has regained some stability, with BTC rising back to nearly $95,000 as order books signaled the presence of bargain hunters. Late Wednesday, prices tested the long-standing support zone of $90,000 to $93,000, which has successfully halted downward movements at least 6 times since the second half of November. Powered by 00 to 18/01 to 591025K, 0 CFTC Chair Behnam to resign on Inauguration Day. STLP0 fill. Hashtag FF3E5F. .ST1 fill. Hashtag FEF. .ST2 fill. Hashtag FF3E5F. Share.CLSX. 1. Isolation. Isolate. .CLSX. 2. Fill. Hashtag FF3E5F. .CLSX. 3. Fill. Hashtag FFF. NextStayThis latest bounce will be tested by Friday's U.S. non-farm payrolls report, which is anticipated to show an addition of 164,000 jobs in December, following November's gain of 227,000, per FXStreet. The unemployment rate is expected to match November's pace of 4.2%, while average hourly earnings are projected to cool slightly to 0.3% month-on-month, down from 0.4%. A stronger-than-expected jobs report could add to the existing hawkish Fed fears, further increasing inflation-adjusted bond yields. These yields have been rising due to inflation worries, complicating matters for risk assets. The inflation scare and rates volatility likely catalyzed BTC's rapid descent from $102,000 to $93,000 in the past 4 days. To illustrate just how bearish sentiment was early today, the funding rate in perpetual markets turned negative, representing a dominance of shorts, that 2 at a time when BTC is just 15% away from its record high. The prevalence of the Fed-led pessimism means any sign of weakness in the payrolls figure will likely trigger sharp market reactions, reviving the case for Fed rate cuts and shifting sentiment markedly in favor of risk assets. If the data misses estimates by a wide margin, BTC could easily make another attempt at $100,000, provided the U.S. government, which holds approximately $18.50 billion worth of BTC, refrains from flooding the market with offers to sell. Stay alert. What to watch. Crypto. No major crypto events scheduled today. January 12, 10:30 p.m. Binance will halt Phantom Token, FTM, deposits and withdrawals and delist all FTM trading pairs. FTM tokens will be swapped for S tokens at a 1-to-1 ratio. January 13. Shaurya Layer. Season 1 airdrop snapshot for staking participants, liquidity providers, and partner ecosystem users. Eligibility details and terms will be available on the Shaurya dashboard. January 15. Derive, DRV, to create and distribute new tokens in token generation event. January 15. Mint Layer version 1.0.0 release. The mainnet upgrade introduces atomic swaps, enabling native BTC cross-chain swaps. January 16, 3 a.m. Trading for the Sonic token S is set to start on Binance, featuring pairs like S/USDT, S/BTC, and S/BNB.MacroJan. 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, releases December 2024's Employment Situation Summary Report. Non-farm payrolls EST 160K versus previous 227K. Unemployment rate EST 4.2% versus previous 4.2%. January 10, 10 a.m. The University of Michigan releases January's Michigan Consumer Sentiment Preliminary. EST 73.8 versus previous 74.0. January 14, 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, releases December 2024's PPI data.PPI MoM Previous 0.4%. Core PPI MoM Previous 0.2%. Core PPI YoY Previous 3.4%. PPI YoY Previous 3%. January 14, 8:55 a.m. U.S. Redbook YoY for the week ending on January 11th. Previous, 6.8% at January 15th, 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, releases December 2024's Consumer Price Index Summary. Core inflation rate MoM previous, 0.3%. Core inflation rate YoY previous, 3.3%. Inflation rate MoM previous, 0.3%. Inflation rate YoY previous, 2.7% at January 16th, 2 a.m. The UK's Office for National Statistics November 2024's GDP estimate, GDP MoM previous, -0.1% GDP YoY previous, 1.3% January 16th, 8:30 a.m. The U.S. Department of Labor releases the Unemployment Insurance Weekly Claims Report for the week ending on January 11th. Initial jobless claims previous, 201K. Token events governance votes and calls no major events scheduled today. January 14. Mantra community call with its co-founder unlocks no major unlock scheduled today. January 11. Aptus to unlock 1.13% of its APT circulating supply, worth $98.85 million. January 12. Axie Infinity to unlock 1.45% of its circulating supply, worth $14.08 million. January 14. Arbitrum to unlock 0.93% of its circulating supply, worth $70.65 million. Token launches. No major token launches scheduled today. January 15. Derive, DRV, will launch, with 5% of supply going to Senna stackers. January 17. Solve Protocol, SOLV, to be listed on Binance. Conferences. Day 5 of 14, Starknet, and Ethereum Layer 2, is holding its Winter Hackathon online. January 13 to 24. Swiss Web 3 Fest Winter Edition 2025, Zug, Zurich, St. Moritz, Davos, January 17th. Unchained. Blockchain Business Forum 2025, Los Angeles, January 18th. Bitcoin Day, Naples, Florida, January 20 to 24. World Economic Forum Annual Meeting, Davos Clusters, Switzerland, January 21st. Frankfurt Tokenization Conference 2025 Jan. 25 to 26. Katstanbul 2025, Istanbul. The first community conference for Jupiter, a decentralized exchange, DEX, aggregator built on Solana. Jan 30 to 31. Plan B Forum, San Salvador, El Salvador, February 3rd. Digital Assets Forum, London, February 18 to 20. Consensus Hong Kong Token Talk by Shaurya Malwa Usual Protocol 0 plus $, which is a special version of $0 where users can earn interest by staking it, has dropped from being worth $1 to about 93 cents after the team made changes to how users can get their money back early. Traders showed a preference for AI agent tokens AIXBT, CookieDAO's Cookie, and ChainGPT as they rose as much as 50% on Binance spot listings. Viral token AI16Z was up 11% and the agents category up was 8% on average, leading growth among all other crypto sectors. The deposit vault on the upcoming network Barricade hit $1.1 billion in holdings, led by Stakestone at $370 million. The Arbitrum DAO is voting on an improvement proposal, AIP, to implement the bounded liquidity delay, BOLD, on Arbitrum 1 and Nova. If approved, it will replace the current validator system with a permissionless one, allowing broader participation in securing the network. Ronin and Virtuals have collaborated to introduce an AI agent named $Jahaz, fashioned after Ronin's co-founder at Jahaz_Axie. The token was launched with a supply split between Base and Ronin blockchains, with some tokens airdropped to community members. Derivatives positioning HYPE, LTC, SHIB, SUI and TON have experienced an uptick in perpetual futures open interest in the past 24 hours, with XLM leading the drop in open positions in other major tokens. The front-end BTC and ETH risk reversals show put bias while longer duration calls continue to draw premium relative to puts. Block trades in BTC options painted a mixed picture. In ETH's case, the largest block trade involved a short position in the $3,700 call expiring on February 28 to fund a long position in the $3,200 put with the same expiry. Market movements. BTC is up 3.06% from 4 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday to $94,967.46, 24 hours, plus 1.52%. ETH is up 3.46% at $3,306.56, 24 hours, plus 0.11%. CoinDesk 20 is unchanged at 375.16, 24 hours, minus 0.74%. Ether staking yield is down 1 BP to 3.14%. BTC funding rate is at 0.0013%, 1.38% annualized. On Binance DXY is unchanged at 109.18. Gold is up 0.91% at $2,708.1. Oz silver is up 1.3% to $31.19 per Oz. Nikkei 225 closed minus 1.05% at 39,190.4. Hang Seng closed minus 0.92% at 19,064.29. FTSE is down 0.18% at 8,304.75. Eurostoxx 50 is up 0.19% at 5,027.38. DJIA closed on Thursday plus 0.25% at 42,635.20. S&P 500 closed plus 0.16% at 5,918.25. Nasdaq closed plus 0.83% at 19,480.91. S&P/TSX Composite Index closed unchanged at 19,478.88. S&P 40 Latin America closed plus 0.27% at 2,210.99. U.S. 10-year Treasury is up 2 BPS at 4.71%. E-mini S&P 500 futures are unchanged at 5,948.00. E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures are unchanged at 21,313.75. E-mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index futures are unchanged at 42,846.0. Bitcoin stats. BTC dominance 58.02. Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio 0.034. hash rate 7-day moving average 772 EH/s. Hash price spot $54.3. Total fees 6.6 BTC/$653. 353 CME futures open interest 497,207 BTC. BTC priced in gold 35.2 Oz. BTC versus gold market cap 10.09%. Technical analysis. BTC's daily chart. TradingView/CoinDesk. BTC has bounced to $95,000, having held the Head and Shoulders (HNS) neckline support Thursday. Prices need to move above $102,750, the lower high or the right shoulder created Monday to signal a renewed bullish outlook. A UTC close under the horizontal support line would confirm the HNS top and shift focus to deeper support at $75,000. Crypto Equities MicroStrategy. MSTR closed on Thursday at $331.70, minus 2.85%, up 2.03% at $338.44 in pre-market. Coinbase Global. Coin closed at $260.01, minus 1.63%, up 0.73% at $261.91 in pre-market. Galaxy Digital Holdings. GLXY closed at $26.85, minus 2.79%. Mara Holdings. Mara closed at $18.34, minus 3.83%, up 0.93% at $18.51 in pre-market. Riot Platforms. Riot closed at $12.02, minus 3.14%, up 0.83% at $12.12 in pre-market. Core Scientific. CORZ closed at $14.05, minus 0.5%, up 1% at $14.19 in pre-market. CleanSpark. CLSK closed at $10.09, minus 5.79%, up 1.09% at $10.20 in pre-market. CoinShares Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF. WGMI closed at $23.15, minus 4.93%. Semler Scientific. SMLR closed at $50.19, minus 9.14%, unchanged in pre-market. ETF flows. U.S. Exchanges were closed on January 9th in a national day of mourning for former President Jimmy Carter, who passed away on December 29, 2024. The ETF data below is from January 8 and remains unchanged. Spot BTC ETFs. Daily net flow. $676 million cumulative net flows. $31.70 billion total BTC holdings. 1.080 million. Spot ETH ETFs daily net flow. $132.60 million cumulative net flows. $733.60 million total ETH holdings. 3.077 million. Source: Farside Investors Overnight Flows Chart of the day top 10 chains by net flow of coins bridged. Artemis. The chart shows the top 10 chains of the month in terms of the net volume of assets received using a crypto bridge. Coinbase Layer 2 scaling solution leads the pack with net inflows of $208 million, followed by Solana's distant second $92 million. While you were sleeping, the Bitcoin iceberg. Buyers await beneath the bearish surface. CoinDesk: Bitcoin faces selling pressure from inflation concerns, while strong bids at lower prices suggest potential stabilization. Traders and investors await the U.S. non-farm payrolls report for Federal Reserve policy cues. Polymarket's customer data sought by CFTC subpoena of Coinbase. Source says, CoinDesk: The U.S. CFTC has allegedly subpoenaed Coinbase for data on Polymarket customers amid legal battles with blockchain-powered prediction markets. Coinbase has apparently warned users it may disclose the requested information. Standard Chartered debuts crypto services in Europe with new license. Cointelegraph on Thursday. Standard Chartered launched crypto custody services in Europe via Luxembourg, using it as an EU regulatory entry point under the markets in crypto assets. MiCA framework. China swap curve inverts as traders dial back rate cut bets. Bloomberg: China's money markets anticipate delayed monetary easing to protect the yuan, deepening a rare swap curve inversion as policymakers struggle to balance currency stability and economic support. Japan: November household spending falls as price pressures persist. Reuters: Japan's November spending decline eased, but rising prices and stagnant wages limit consumption recovery, leaving analysts skeptical about real wage growth or a Bank of Japan rate hike this month. Whitehall braced for spending cuts after UK hit by bond market turmoil. Financial Times: The UK faces rising borrowing costs as 10-year gilt yields hit 4.93%, the highest since 2008, and the pound drops to a year low, prompting warnings of tighter government budgets. In the ether.